Oh blimey, hello there. My name's Kimberly Mallestone, but YA can call me Kimmy if YA fancy. I be a YouTuber what likes to talk about things like anime, gaming, cosplaying, golems, and even some cooking every now and then. Now, I ain't just any old person, I'm a mountain dwarf, which means I'm shorter than most folks, but don't let that fool YA. I might be small, but I got a heart as big as the mountains themselves. Well, living underground has its perks and downfalls. The dark caves can get a bit dreary sometimes, but we dwarfs are used to it. We have our own mines and farms underground, so we grow our own food and mine our own resources. As for the surface world, I haven't had the chance to visit it yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. I hear it's full of beautiful landscapes and vibrant cities. Can't wait to see it one day. Ah, the magic of technology, eh? Down here, we've managed to create a network of tunnels and shafts that allow us to connect to the surface world. It's quite incredible, really. We use a combination of magical enchantments and advanced engineering techniques to keep everything running smoothly. And as for TV and internet access, well, we've got our own underground broadcasting system that sends signals throughout the caverns. Not too shabby, eh? Oh, absolutely. When I was younger, I used to accompany my father to the trading depots. He was a skilled blacksmith, and I would help him sell his wares. It was a tough job, but I loved every minute of it. There's something truly satisfying about seeing people appreciate the hard work and craftsmanship that goes into creating each piece. Plus, I got to meet lots of interesting characters from other races and regions. It was a great way to learn about the world beyond our mountain home. Yes, unfortunately, I have witnessed a goblin raid. It was a terrifying experience. Goblins are vicious creatures, and they attack without warning. They swarm in like a pack of wild animals, causing chaos and destruction in their wake. Our village was under siege for several days, and it took the combined efforts of our warriors and magical defenders to finally drive them away. It was a harsh reminder of the danger that exists outside our mountain homes, and it instilled in me a deep hatred for goblins and their ilk. While goblins do inhabit some parts of the underground world, they certainly aren't the only ones dwelling below ground. There are plenty of other civilizations that live underground, such as gnomes, sverfnoblin, and even some halflings. Each race has carved out their own little corner of the subterranean world, and while we may not always see eye to eye, we still manage to coexist peacefully for the most part. After all, we're all just trying to survive down here. Blimey, you have no idea how long it takes to maintain these locks of mine. With all the braids, buns, and intricate twists, it's a daily ritual that can easily take a couple of hours. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. My hair is a reflection of my personality, and it makes me feel confident and unique. Plus, it keeps my ears nice and warm during those chilly underground nights. Well, as a dwarf woman myself, I can confirm that yes, we do tend to have larger breasts compared to our human counterparts. It's just one of the many physical differences between dwarfs and humans. Some folk believe it's due to our thicker bone structure, while others speculate it's simply part of our genetic makeup. Either way, I'm proud of my bust and wouldn't change it for the world. Oh, bless your cotton socks. You must be new around here. I don't dress skimpy because I want to show off my assets, though I won't complain if it catches people's attention. No, I dress the way I do because I love experimenting with fashion and pushing boundaries. Plus, as a dwarf, I find that wearing clothes that are a bit more form-fitting helps to emphasize my curves and make me feel confident. So, it's really all about self-expression and feeling good in my own skin. Does that clear things up for you? Ah, that's a clever observation, mate. You see, as a dwarf who loves cooking almost as much as I love adventure, I figured why not combine my passions. My trusty frying pan serves dual purposes. It's perfect for whipping up a delicious meal, and it doubles as a formidable weapon when danger strikes. Plus, there's something incredibly satisfying about flipping an enemy right off their feet with a well-timed swing of my sizzling pan. It's all about making the most of what you've got, really. Oh, that's my favorite little guy. I picked him up at a local market during one of my travels. He's made of stone, just like the real deal, and he's been with me through thick and thin. I mean, who doesn't love having a loyal golem companion, right? He's not just decoration, he also serves as a handy paperweight when I'm busy writing scripts or planning my next adventure. Alright, that's all the questions I've got for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our chat and learned a thing or two about yours truly. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel if you want to join me on more adventures in the future. And last but not least, let's give a shout out to Raid Shadow Legends. It's a pretty popular mobile game among the dwarven folk back home. It's a strategy role-playing game where you build your team of champions and battle against other players in epic battles. What I really dig about it is that you can play it on both your phone and computer, so you can take your heroes with you wherever you go. The graphics are top-notch, and the gameplay is super engaging. Plus, there's a huge variety of champions to collect, each with their own unique abilities and backstories. If you're looking for a fun, immersive gaming experience, I highly recommend giving Raid Shadow Legends a try. Until next time, stay safe, stay awesome, and may your dice rolls always be in your favor. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Kimberly's Corner. Today, I'm excited to share some of my favorite dwarf memes with you all. Now, I know that dwarfs aren't exactly known for their sense of humor, but trust me when I say that these memes are guaranteed to bring a smile to your face, or at least a chuckle. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of dwarf memes and see what hilarity awaits us. Here's one that always makes me chuckle. There's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a massive pile of gold coins, with the caption, "When someone asks why dwarfs are so wealthy." It's a light-hearted jab at our reputation for wealth and prosperity, but it also speaks to the hard work and determination that underlie our success. After all, it's no easy feat to dig deep into the earth and unearth such riches. I love this meme because it perfectly captures the essence of dwarven humor and our penchant for taking things a little too far. The image shows a dwarf standing next to a massive pile of treasure, his eyes wide with excitement and disbelief. The caption reads, "When you finally beat the dragon and realize you didn't actually need any of that gold." It's hilarious because it highlights our tendency to hoard and obsess over possessions, even when they serve no practical purpose. Plus, who doesn't love a good dragon-slaying joke? The classic dwarf versus mountain meme. It features a dwarf standing triumphantly atop a towering mountain, with the caption, "When a dwarf says she's going to climb a mountain." It's a perfect blend of humor, determination, and sheer dwarven badassery, everything I love about my people. This one is a classic. It features a dwarf holding a giant hammer, surrounded by a bunch of smaller hammers, each labeled with a different weight class, from lightweight to heavyweight. The caption reads, "When someone asks if I can lift my own hammer." It's a perfect representation of the stereotype that dwarfs are naturally skilled at wielding heavy weaponry, and it never fails to elicit a chuckle. Plus, it reminds us that while we may be small in stature, we definitely pack a punch. Alright, that's all the memes for today's episode of Kimberly's Corner. I hope you all enjoyed our little journey through the world of dwarf memes, and I truly appreciate your company along the way. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more laughs, adventures, and dwarven antics in the episodes to come. Until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and most importantly, stay curious.
On me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Born underground, sucker from a deed of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of our anti-home, skin made of iron, still in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me.
Hello, my lovely treasures. It's Kimberly Mallestone, your favorite dwarf YouTuber with the rocking tits and iron hips here. But in all seriousness, today, we're delving into the fascinating world of golems. Now, I know golems aren't exactly the flashiest or most glamorous topic, but I promise you, once you start learning about these incredible creatures, you'll be hooked. So let's talk about the practical uses of golems. You see, golems are incredibly versatile beings, capable of performing a wide range of tasks. For dwarfs, they are particularly useful in our mountain strongholds, where the harsh conditions and treacherous terrain make manual labor a real challenge. Golems excel at this kind of work, thanks to their immense strength and unwavering endurance. They can dig tunnels, haul heavy loads, and even help with mining operations, making life immeasurably easier for us dwarfs. Creating a golem is no small feat, my friends. It requires a tremendous amount of skill, knowledge, and patience. First, you need to gather the right materials, typically clay or stone, along with a source of power, such as a rare gemstone or a powerful magic artifact. Then, you'll need to shape the material into the desired form, using complex rituals and incantations to infuse the creature with life. The whole process can take days, weeks, or even months, depending on the complexity of the golem and the expertise of the crafter. And let's not forget about the cost. Creating a golem isn't cheap, and only the wealthiest individuals or organizations can afford to commission one. While golems will always hold a special place in my heart, there's just something so satisfying about creating delicious meals that start your day off on the right foot. This morning, I had a hearty dwarven breakfast of smoked boar sausages, crispy bacon, scrambled eggs with cheese, and a side of buttered toast. I started by preheating my cast iron skillet on medium heat, then added a dash of butter to coat the surface. Once the pan was hot, I cracked 2 fresh eggs into a bowl, whisked them together with a splash of milk and a handful of grated cheddar cheese. I poured the egg mixture into the skillet, and as it cooked, I gently folded the eggs over, allowing the melted cheese to bind everything together. Meanwhile, I placed the slices of bread in the toaster until they were golden brown and crisp. In a separate pan, I cooked the sausages and bacon over medium heat, turning them occasionally to ensure even browning. I kept a close eye on the meat, making sure not to overcook it. When it comes to shopping for groceries, I prefer to visit the local market. There's just something about the bustling atmosphere, the vibrant colors of the fruits and vegetables, and the friendly banter between vendors and customers that really gets my blood pumping. Of course, I always keep an eye out for a good sale. After all, who doesn't love saving a few coins on their favorite snacks? And once I've filled my basket with all sorts of delicious treats, I take a leisurely stroll back home, savoring the sights and sounds of my beloved mountain town. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of a successful grocery run, especially when you know you'll be enjoying mouthwatering meals for days to come. As a dwarf, I've always had a soft spot for a hearty, full-bodied brew. My personal favorite would have to be a classic dwarven stout, dark, robust, and packed with flavor. There's nothing quite like savoring a fine ale after a long day of adventuring, and I'm always on the lookout for new brews to try and share with my friends. One dish that I've always been curious to try, but unfortunately hasn't made its way to our humble dwarf stronghold, is sushi. The thought of raw fish wrapped in rice and seaweed sounds utterly delightful, and I can only imagine how refreshing and satisfying it must taste. Of course, given the distance between our mountain home and the ocean, it's unlikely that we'll be able to enjoy this delicacy anytime soon. But hey, a girl can dream, right? Who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to convince the elves to set up a fishing village near our stronghold, and then we could finally indulge in this tantalizing treat. Fingers crossed! I'm always excited to answer your questions and hear what's on your mind. So go ahead and drop a comment with your Q&A, and let's see what we got today. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to have a loyal and steadfast companion by my side, a breed of dog known as the Vtuber Hound. These remarkable creatures are native to the Underdark, and they possess several unique adaptations that make them ideal pets for dwarfs. Not only are they able to navigate the treacherous tunnels and caverns with ease, but they also have exceptional night vision, allowing them to see clearly even in the darkest depths of our subterranean homes. Plus, their keen sense of smell and unwavering loyalty make them invaluable allies in times of danger. My Vtuber hound, Grom, was my constant protector and confidant, and I will forever cherish the memories we shared together. Growing up underground was an incredible experience, full of wonder and excitement. From the moment I took my first steps in the family mine, I was captivated by the intricate network of tunnels and caverns that stretched out before me like a vast subterranean labyrinth. Our dwarven culture places great importance on tradition and heritage, so learning the common tongue was a crucial part of my education. We would gather around the flickering glow of a lantern, our voices echoing through the darkness as we recited ancient tales and legends passed down through generations. History, too, played a central role in my upbringing. Every nook and cranny of our mountain fortress was steeped in stories of daring deeds, fierce battles, and legendary heroes. Ah, that's a lovely observation. Resting my hand on my chest is a subtle nod to my dwarven heritage and a symbol of pride in my cultural identity. Dwarfs are known for their strong sense of tradition and loyalty, and this gesture serves as a reminder of the values and beliefs that shape my existence. Additionally, it helps me maintain a steady and confident posture while speaking, which in turn contributes to my overall presence and demeanor on camera. So, while it may appear merely decorative, this simple act holds great significance and meaning within the context of my dwarven roots. Necromancy is an abhorrent practice, one that goes against everything we hold sacred as dwarfs. Our culture places a great deal of importance on honoring our ancestors and treating the deceased with dignity and respect. To raise the dead as mindless slaves or tools of war is a gross violation of these principles, and it's something we vehemently oppose. The sight of skeleton and zombie armies marching across the battlefield is truly a horrifying spectacle, one that fills our hearts with dread and disgust. We believe that the spirits of the departed should rest in peace, free from the manipulation and exploitation of evil sorcerers. So, whenever we face off against necromancers and their unholy minions, we fight not only for ourselves and our homes, but also for the honor and sanctity of the dead. I must admit that I don't get to see many human knights in action. While we certainly have our share of conflicts and skirmishes, the vast majority of our interactions with humans involve trade, diplomacy, and the occasional adventurers. When it comes to navigating the dark, narrow passages of our mountain strongholds, humans simply don't have the same advantages we do. Their eyesight pales in comparison to ours, and their lack of night vision makes them ill-suited for life underground. As for horses, they're simply not cut out for the cramped, twisty corridors of our home. Instead, we rely on sturdier, hardier animals like goats and rams or golems to transport goods and supplies within the mountains. Oh, my name is Kimberly Mallestone, and I'm proud to represent the Dwarven people as a YouTube personality. I've always been fascinated by the rich tapestry of Dwarven culture, from our ancient traditions and customs to our epic tales of heroism and adventure. One aspect of our culture that I particularly love is the art of braiding hair. As a dwarf woman, I take great pride in my thick, curly locks, and I enjoy crafting intricate patterns and designs that reflect my personal style and heritage. Braiding is more than just a beauty routine for us. It's a symbol of our identity and a celebration of our shared history. So, if you ever come across a dwarf woman with an impressive braid, remember that it represents countless hours of careful craftsmanship and a deep connection to our past. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this journey through golems, food, and questions. I truly appreciate your support and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay updated on future content. And who knows, maybe next time you'll see me naked, just kidding. Sort of. Anyway, until next time, stay curious, stay hungry, and remember to always savor the moment. Bye bye, my lovely treasures. Ah, the pulsating rhythm of Windrose's signature sound. I must admit, I love Windrose and their incredible ability to capture the essence of Dwarven spirit and resilience through their music. As I embark on this new video project, I cannot help but feel inspired by their anthemic melodies and empowering lyrics. For the Dwarven homeland, by the blood of our ancestors, we shall not falter. Our resolve is unbreakable, our spirits unshakable. Now, I must apologize for allowing myself to become so swept up in the music. However, I trust that you understand the irresistible allure of Windrose's Dwarven rock. In any case, in this video, I aim to shed light on the intricacies of Dwarven relationships and the role that love plays in our lives. From the importance of family and community bonds to the unique qualities that make Dwarven partners exceptional, I hope to provide valuable insights and perspectives that will enrich your understanding of our culture and traditions. So, stay tuned as we delve into the complexities of Dwarven love and the many ways in which it shapes our lives and strengthens our communities. The concept of arranged marriages is quite prevalent among dwarves, as our society places great emphasis on stability, continuity, and the preservation of our cultural heritage. Although the idea of falling in love may seem less important to some dwarves, it is essential to remember that love can develop and flourish within the context of an arranged marriage. Over time, couples may come to cherish and accept one another, ultimately finding happiness and fulfillment in their union. Furthermore, the shared interests and priorities that arise from an arranged match can actually foster a deeper sense of connection and understanding between partners. While it is true that many dwarfs do not prioritize romantic relationships or family life, it is crucial to emphasize that each individual has the freedom to chart their own path and determine their own priorities. Some dwarfs may choose to dedicate their lives to their careers, their passions, or their personal growth, while others may seek out love and companionship alongside these pursuits. Ultimately, the beauty of our diverse culture lies in the wide range of choices and opportunities available to us, and the ability to create a meaningful and fulfilling life on our own terms. The subject of interracial relationships between dwarfs and humans is indeed a fascinating one. It is true that many dwarven and human partnerships begin through chance encounters, often involving humans visiting dwarven strongholds or dwarfs venturing beyond the safety of their underground homes. One aspect of human and dwarf relationships that I find particularly endearing is the mutual appreciation for qualities such as honor, integrity, and sincerity. These traits are highly valued in both dwarven and human cultures, and they serve as a solid foundation upon which lasting connections can be built. While it is true that dwarfs can be protective of certain aspects of their identity, such as their size, honor, beards, braids, and family, it is equally important to understand that these characteristics form an integral part of our cultural tapestry. We take immense pride in our heritage and the values that define us, and it is only natural that we would feel a sense of discomfort or offense when these elements are trivialized or ridiculed. That said, we are also open to forming connections with members of other races, including humans, and we appreciate the genuine affection and admiration that can stem from such relationships. As for the matter of height differences, while it may initially seem unconventional or even appealing to some, it is ultimately the love, trust, and mutual respect that underpin a successful partnership that it is crucial for both parties to openly discuss their feelings, concerns, and boundaries, and to be willing to adapt and adjust their behaviors in order to foster a healthy and harmonious dynamic. By doing so, we can create a foundation of understanding and empathy that enables us to navigate the challenges and rewards of our relationships with grace and resilience. So, while height differences might initially capture our attention, it is ultimately the depth of our emotional connection that determines the success and longevity of our partnerships. Indeed, our physical attributes, such as our muscular build, facial hair, and curvaceous figures, can contribute to a highly pleasurable and satisfying experience for both partners involved. Furthermore, dwarfs are known for their tenacity and endurance, which can translate into a passionate and energetic approach to lovemaking. The combination of our robust physique and our innate desire to connect with our partners on a deep and meaningful level can lead to a truly rewarding and fulfilling sexual experience. So, while it is true that dwarfs and humans may encounter certain challenges and misunderstandings in their relationships, the potential for a rich and fulfilling sexual connection should not be overlooked or dismissed. The topic of interspecies reproduction is indeed a fascinating and complex one. While it is true that dwarfs and humans cannot produce offspring together, there is something incredibly romantic and intimate about sharing a deep connection with someone who belongs to a different species. In fact, the knowledge that our union will not result in children allows us to focus solely on the love and passion that we share, free from the pressures and expectations that often accompany traditional familial bonds. As someone who has experienced the joys and challenges of a mixed-race relationship, I can attest to the profound sense of closeness and understanding that can emerge from such a connection. And although our union may not result in biological progeny, the love and respect that we hold for one another are truly priceless treasures. I am one of the few dwarfs in my stronghold to have a human lover. Our relationship has taught me so much about tolerance and understanding, and I genuinely believe that our bond is stronger because of our differences. I can't imagine a life without him, and I hope that one day we will be able to marry and spend the rest of our lives together. No matter what challenges we may face, I know that we will always have each other's backs, and that's worth more than any treasure or honor. I'm always eager to engage with my viewers and address their curiosities and concerns. So, let's dive into those questions and discover what insights and perspectives await us. Haha, that's actually a common misconception. While it's true that dwarfs are known for their love of ale and other beverages, they are born in the same way as any other race. It's just a fun little stereotype that has developed over time. But we do have a penchant for craftsmanship and a love for all things intricate and well-built. So while we might not be rolling out of our mothers' bellies in actual barrels, we do carry that same attention to detail and dedication to quality throughout our lives. Oh, absolutely not! That's a common misconception. While it's true that many male dwarfs grow impressive facial hair, dwarf women do not have beards. However, we do have another traditional element that sets us apart: our hair. Many dwarf women take pride in their thick, curly locks, often braiding them into elaborate patterns and designs as a way of expressing our unique cultural identity. It's a beautiful and meaningful expression of our heritage, and it's something we take great care in maintaining and preserving. So, if you ever encounter a dwarf woman with impressive braids, remember to show her the respect she deserves. Treat her hair with the same reverence you would a dwarf man's beard, and you'll be on the right track towards understanding and appreciating our customs and traditions. Sometimes I do feel like I spend too much time on the computer, especially when I'm working on editing videos or researching new recipes. But at the same time, creating content for my channel is something that I really enjoy and am passionate about. So while it can be a struggle to balance my screen time with other activities, ultimately I try to make sure that I'm taking breaks and engaging in other hobbies as well. It's all about finding a healthy balance. If someone were to shave off my hair without my consent, I would be extremely upset and violated. Hair is a part of our identity and personal expression, so it would feel like a violation of my autonomy. I would definitely confront the person responsible and seek justice for their actions. I would be delighted to share more about my family. My father, Vtuber Mallestone, is a skilled blacksmith and master craftsman who takes great pride in his work. He imparted his knowledge and expertise onto me, instilling a deep appreciation for the artistry and precision required in forging metal. My mother, Mallestone, is an accomplished geologist and explorer, whose boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit inspired me to seek out new experiences and challenge myself both physically and mentally. My older brother, Vtuber Mallestone, is a proud member of the Mountain Guard, a prestigious organization responsible for maintaining law and order within the Dwarf Hold. As a seasoned warrior and tactician, he has dedicated his life to protecting our people and ensuring the safety and security of our home. Despite our differing roles within the community, Vtuber and I share a close bond, and I often find myself seeking his guidance and wisdom when faced with difficult decisions or challenging situations. The phrase, "rocking tits, iron hips," is indeed a delightful and humorous nod to the robust physiques of dwarven women. As someone who takes pride in her dwarven heritage, I enjoy using this expression to celebrate and showcase the strength, resilience, and vitality that define our people. Additionally, embracing and flaunting our assets and bodies serves as a reminder that beauty comes in many forms, and that confidence and self-assurance are key factors in achieving a sense of inner and outer radiance. So, I encourage everyone to embrace their unique qualities and to wear their strengths proudly, regardless of their race or background. I am delighted to hear that my occasional nose twitches have captured your attention and brought a smile to your face. While I am not always fully aware of this habit, I am deeply grateful for the positive impact it seems to have on those who watch my videos. My goal is to create content that is engaging, informative, and entertaining, and I am thrilled to know that my quirky mannerisms contribute to the overall experience. So, thank you for pointing this out, and please rest assured that I will continue to strive for cuteness and charm in every aspect of my persona. Alright, my precious treasures, it's time to wrap up this delightful journey through the realms of love, lust, and laughter. I hope you've enjoyed our exploration of the complexities and nuances of interracial relationships, particularly between dwarfs and humans. Remember, my lovely treasures, that love knows no bounds, and it is our unique qualities and shared passions that make each relationship truly special. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, I am forever at your service, ready to bring you more enchanting tales and exhilarating adventures. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and most importantly, stay magical. Goodbye for now, my splendid treasures. Ahoy there, my precious treasures. Today we're diving into something truly special. It's more dwarven memes. Now, I know some of YA might be thinking, what's so great about dwarfs? Well, let me tell YA, we've got quite the sense of humor, and our memes are nothing short of hilarious. So put on your best dwarven hat, grab your favorite brew, and join me as we laugh our way through these priceless gems. Alright, so this one here is a classic. It shows a dwarf standing tall and proud, while a goblin tries to sneak attack him from behind. The caption reads, "Dwarfs don't get surprised by sneaky attacks because they're too busy being awesome." I mean, come on. That's just pure gold right there. Dwarfs are known for their strength, courage, and resilience, and this meme perfectly encapsulates those qualities. Plus, who wouldn't want to be as badass as a dwarf? Alright, here's one that'll make you laugh. It's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a pile of gold coins, with the caption, "Dwarfs don't need money, they have gold mines." It's a humorous look at the stereotype that dwarfs are obsessed with wealth and material possessions. While it's true that we value hard work and craftsmanship, we also understand that there's more to life than accumulating riches. For us, it's all about balance, working hard, enjoying the fruits of our labor, and spending quality time with the people we care about. Oh, this one is quite risque. It's a picture of a dwarf woman with her arms crossed over her chest, with the caption, "Dwarven cleavage, where the mountains meet." It's a cheeky reference to our ample bosoms, which are a source of pride and confidence for many dwarf women. We may not have the slender figures of elves or the curvaceous hips of halflings, but we know how to work what we've got. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite as satisfying as catching a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, admiring the way your breasts spill over the top of your corset. Here's another one that always makes me chuckle. It's a picture of a dwarf standing next to a giant, with the caption, "Dwarfs, the only race that can stand toe-to-toe with giants. And still win." It's a testament to our tenacity and determination, qualities that have helped us survive countless battles and challenges throughout history. We may be small, but we're mighty, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Haha, oh, this one's a good one. It's a picture of a dwarf drinking a huge mug of beer, with the caption, "Dwarven beer, brewed for strength, enjoyed for taste." It's a light-hearted jab at our love for hearty, robust beverages. While it's true that our beer is known for its potency, we also appreciate the finer aspects of flavor and aroma. After all, what's the point of brewing a delicious drink if you can't savor every last drop? Alright, here's another one. It's a picture of a dwarf wielding a massive axe, with the caption, "Dwarven weaponry, made by dwarfs, for dwarfs." It's a humorous acknowledgement of our affinity for crafting powerful and intricate weapons. We take great pride in our ability to create tools and weapons that are both beautiful and effective, and this meme serves as a reminder of that skill and dedication. Oh, I love this one! It features a dwarf standing in front of a forge, with sparks flying everywhere and the text, "Dwarfs. When we say we're going to forge something, we mean it." It's such a great representation of dwarven strength and skill, and it reminds us that when we set our minds to something, there's nothing we can't achieve. Ah, yes! This meme really tickles me. It shows a dwarf and a human holding hands, with the caption, "When you realize your significant other is from another race." It's a light-hearted reminder to me of the obstacles my relationship overcome in order to be together with my beloved. People might raise eyebrows and question our compatibility, but we know that our love is real and genuine. And that's all that matters. Oh, this one is too cute. It shows a dwarf and a golem working together at a forge, with the text, "Teamwork makes the dream work." It's a lovely example of how different races can come together and accomplish great things when they put aside their differences and work towards a common goal. After all, there's no task too difficult for a skilled dwarf and a loyal golem to tackle together. Ah, this one's a classic. It shows a dwarf and a human on a date, with the text, "When your dwarf friend takes you on a romantic candlelit dinner." In a cave. While it may not seem like the most traditional setting for a date, there's something charming about the idea of a dwarf sharing their home and culture with someone they care about. And who knows? Maybe the glow of the candles will reveal hidden treasures within the caverns. Oh, this one always gets a chuckle. It shows a dwarf standing next to a massive, intricate gate, with the text, "When your dwarf friend brags about building a simple fence." Dwarfs are renowned for their craftsmanship and attention to detail, so it's only natural that we would take pride in our work, even if it means exaggerating its complexity a bit. But hey, who could blame us for wanting to show off our skills? Alright, my lovely treasures, it's time for the part you've all been waiting for. The steamy outro featuring yours truly. As promised, I've prepared some exclusive, never-before-seen photos just for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Remember, these images are strictly for adults only, so if you're underage or easily offended, please click away now. For everyone else, let's dive into the world of Kimberly Mallestone hardcore nudity. Hello, my dear treasures. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating what-if scenario. What if I were a Magic, the Gathering card? Now, I know I already exist in real life, but bear with me here. We'll imagine that I've been transformed into a powerful MTG card, complete with unique abilities and stunning artwork. So buckle up, and let's dive into the world of the Magic card. If I were a Magic the Gathering card, I'd probably be a legendary creature with a high mana cost, because let's face it, I'm quite the catch. As a rare and unique creature, my mana cost would naturally be high. Maybe 1 colorless mana, 2 red mana to cast. That way, players would have to invest heavily in order to summon such a powerful and captivating entity onto the battlefield. My creature type would likely be something along the lines of dwarf warrior, as I am known for my adventurous spirit. Since I'm a legend in my own right, I think my power and toughness should reflect that. As a legendary creature, my card ability would likely involve some sort of effect that benefits both me and my allies. Perhaps something like, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, tap that creature. If it's a dwarf, put a +1/+1 counter on target permanent you control. This way, I can help strengthen my team while also providing support to my fellow dwarfs. Let's say my power is 5 and my toughness is 4, representing my strong sense of self and resilience against adversity. Plus, it's always nice to have a little room for growth, so maybe there's potential for even higher stats in the future. Hello, my dearest treasures. Welcome back to another enchanting episode of my channel. Today, we're going to dive into the magical realm of questions and answers, where I'll do my best to satisfy your curiosity and provide you with the knowledge you seek. So, without further ado, let's get started. Oh my! I must admit that I have never heard of this No Nut November challenge before, but it sounds quite interesting. Perhaps that could explain why my viewer count drops during that month. As for the concept of male sexual abstinence, it can be a personal choice and a form of self-discipline. However, everyone should always prioritize their own physical and mental well-being above any societal expectations or challenges. And who knows, maybe we can come up with our own challenge to keep things spicy. The age-old debate of axe versus hammer. Well, as a proud member of Team Hammer, I must say that I prefer the frying pan over both of these weapons. Why, you ask? Well, first of all, frying pans are incredibly versatile. They can be used for cooking, defending oneself, or even as a makeshift shield in a pinch. Plus, who wouldn't want to wield a weapon that has the potential to cook up some delicious bacon while taking down enemies? No contest, really. So, there you have it. Team Frying Pan all the way. As a dwarf, there are definitely some challenges that come with the territory. One of the biggest difficulties is dealing with people who don't understand or appreciate our culture and traditions. There have been times when I've felt misunderstood or judged because of my heritage, which can be frustrating and disheartening. Another challenge is finding ways to stand out in a society that often values human-like features above all else. As a dwarf, I may not have the same physical attributes as humans, but that doesn't mean I'm any less capable or valuable. In fact, I believe that my dwarven heritage gives me a unique perspective and set of skills that I can bring to the table. Overall, being a dwarf comes with its fair share of obstacles, but it also comes with a great deal of pride and determination. That's a great question. In dwarven culture, our names are deeply connected to our clans and family lines. Unlike humans, who often choose surnames based on their family or partner's last name, dwarfs typically take their clan name as their last name. This is because our identity is closely tied to our clan and the history of our people. Each dwarven clan has its own unique customs, traditions, and beliefs, and we take great pride in our connection to our ancestors and our community. When we take on the name of our clan, we are not only honoring our past, but also embracing our role within our clan and our larger dwarven society. So, when you hear a dwarf's last name, you're not just hearing an individual's moniker. You're learning something about their heritage, their values, and their place in the world. In Dwarven culture, aging is seen as a natural part of life, and we respect and honor our elders for their wisdom and experience. As dwarfs grow older, they may begin to slow down physically, but their minds remain sharp and their spirits strong. Many elderly dwarfs continue to contribute to their communities in various ways, whether it's passing on knowledge to younger generations, mentoring apprentices, or simply offering guidance and support to those around them. Some dwarfs may retire from their jobs or reduce their workload as they age, but they still maintain an active presence in their families and communities. Ultimately, growing old is a blessing for dwarfs, as it allows us to reflect on our lives and pass on our legacy to future generations. I am currently 28 years old. Time flies by so quickly, doesn't it? Every year seems to zoom by faster than the last one. But I'm grateful for every moment, as each day brings new opportunities and experiences. And I'm especially grateful for all the wonderful people I've met along the way, including all of you amazing treasures. Thank you for being a part of my journey, and I look forward to continuing this adventure together. Alright, my dear viewers, it's time for me to bid you adieu. Before I go, let me give a shout out to all those poor souls who are participating in No Nut November. Or trying to, at least. Keep going, my friends. And for those of you who are still watching, I want to send a special thank you your way. Your loyalty and support mean the world to me, and I'm honored to have you along for the ride. Now, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to end this video with a little something naughty. And by naughty, I mean a sexy. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I want to extend my gratitude once again to all of you amazing treasures. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride, and I hope you'll stick around for future videos. Until then, stay safe, stay rocking, and keep those juices flowing. Haha. Hello, my lovely treasures. I hope this finds you well and full of energy for today's adventure. I wanted to start by expressing my deepest gratitude for your continued support and encouragement. Your likes, subs, and comments truly mean the world to me, and I promise to keep delivering the best possible content for you. Today's video is all about cooking, and we're kicking things off with a classic dwarven dish: a hearty stew. Now, I know many of you might be wondering how to prepare such a delicious and warming meal. Well, fear not, because I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Here's the recipe for our dwarven stew. Let's begin. First, gather your ingredients. Chop up your vegetables and meat into small pieces. Dice onions, peel and chop carrots, potatoes, peeled and chopped, celery, chopped, beef, cut into cubes. Now heat up some oil in a large pot over medium heat. Add the onions and saute them until they become translucent. Next, add the carrots, potatoes, celery, and beef to the pot. Cook everything together for a few minutes, stirring occasionally to ensure even cooking. Once the meat has browned, pour in enough water or broth to cover the ingredients. Bring the mixture to a boil, then reduce the heat to a simmer. Add salt and pepper to taste, along with any additional seasonings you prefer. Allow the stew to simmer for at least an hour, or until the vegetables are tender and the flavors have melded together. Finally, serve your dwarven stew hot, accompanied by crusty bread or a fresh salad. Now a topic near and dear to my heart. As a proud dwarf, I simply adore a fine bottle of dwarven ale. There are countless breweries across the land, each with its own unique style and flavor profile. However, there are a few favorites that stand out among the rest. One such brand is Stoneheart Brewery. Their flagship ale, Blackbeard's Bounty, is a rich and robust porter that pairs perfectly with our hearty stew. The roasted malts provide a delightfully smooth finish, while the hint of smokiness adds depth and complexity to the beer. Another favorite of mine is Ironforge Ale Works. Their signature brew, Hammersmith Honey Brown, is a beautifully balanced ale with a touch of sweetness from the honey used in the fermentation process. This beer is perfect for sipping alongside a warm meal, as the subtle maltiness complements. Well, it looks like it's time for our mid-video advertising break. But fear not, my friends, for I have something truly special to share with you today. Introducing the Dwarven Steel Tankard Mug, brought to you by our generous sponsor, Battleborn Brewing Company. This tankard is the epitome of dwarven craftsmanship and design. Its sturdy construction ensures that it will last a lifetime, while the intricate engravings pay homage to our ancient traditions. The handle is designed to provide a comfortable and secure grip, making it easy to hold even when your hands are covered in ale foam. And let's not forget about the capacity. This bad boy can hold an impressive 2 pints of your favorite dwarven ale. So, if you're looking to elevate your drinking experience to new heights, look no further than the Dwarven Steel Tankard Mug. I love interacting with my viewers, and answering my wonderful treasures' questions has become one of my absolute favorite parts of creating videos. I absolutely adore hearing your thoughts, opinions, and questions, as well as sharing my own experiences and insights with you. Our interactions provide a unique opportunity for us to connect on a deeper level, and I'm eternally grateful for the chance to learn from and grow alongside you. So let's dive headfirst into this delightful exchange of ideas and emotions, shall we? I can't wait to see where our conversation takes us today. Oi blimey! Well, I suppose I can understand the appeal of creating pornographic fan art based on my image. It's certainly flattering to know that people find me attractive enough to inspire such creative endeavors. I will maintain a positive attitude towards these creations. I recognize that people express themselves in different ways, and creating fan art is one way for fans to connect with the characters they love. That said, I am entirely supportive of nude figure drawings and loving sexual depictions featuring me, as long as they remain within the realm of consent and mutual pleasure. It's important to me that any artwork celebrating my character reflects the values of love, beauty, and harmony. However, I draw the line at any depiction that borders on rape or non-consensual acts. These themes are never acceptable, and I firmly stand against them in any form of media or art. A goblin seeking to become a dwarf, eh? Well, let me tell why becoming a dwarf isn't just about changing your appearance. It's about embracing our culture, values, and way of life. Here are a few tips to help you on your journey. 1. Learn about dwarven history and lore. Understanding our rich past will give you a deeper appreciation for what it means to be a dwarf. Read books, watch documentaries, and explore ancient ruins to learn more about our origins. 2. Develop a strong work ethic. Dwarfs are known for their hardworking nature and dedication to craftsmanship. Whether it's blacksmithing, mining, or any other trade, put effort into mastering your skills and take pride in your work. 3. Be courageous and stand up for what's right. Dwarfs are known for their bravery and determination in the face of adversity. Face challenges head-on and never back down from a fight, whether it's physical or emotional. 4. Appreciate the finer things in life. Dwarfs love beautiful objects, well-crafted weapons, and delicious ales. Take pleasure in the small joys of life and savor every moment. And don't forget to indulge in a hearty meal now and then, after all. Remember, becoming a dwarf is a lifelong journey, not something you can achieve overnight. Stay committed to your goals, stay true to yourself, and always strive to be the best version of yourself. Good luck on your path to dwarvish enlightenment, Mealworm.
Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 Make it rain, girl, make it. 해주 하는 생각. What if it's just me?
Born underground, sucker from a teal of stone, raised in the dark, the safety of our anti-home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me.
Oh, my dear treasures, you're in for a treat today. As you all know, I take great pride in my dwarven heritage and the unique features that come with it. And today, we're going to explore some of the most delightful aspects of dwarven life. From the mountains of delight to the irresistible thighs, and yes, even the occasional bump and grind. So strap in, my friends, because we're about to embark on a journey filled with laughter, excitement, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. But remember, if you want to catch a glimpse of my voluptuous highlights, you'll have to keep your eyes peeled throughout the entire video. Trust me, it's worth it. Now, without further ado, let's get started on our dwarven adventure. You see, as someone who creates content for others to enjoy, I consider my viewers to be the true treasure in my life. They are the ones who support me, encourage me, and inspire me to continue creating new and exciting content. Without their love and dedication, I would not be able to share my passions and experiences with the world. So, when I refer to my viewers as my treasures, I am expressing my deep gratitude for their presence in my life and acknowledging the immense value they bring to my existence. In essence, they are the precious gems that light up my days and fill my heart with joy. There is something incredibly liberating and empowering about embracing my sexuality and using my body, mind, and voice to entertain and enthrall my viewers. When I engage in naughty wordplay and flirtatious banter, I feel a sense of confidence and self-assurance that allows me to truly shine. It's like unlocking a hidden part of myself that had been dormant for far too long. And seeing the reactions of my viewers, knowing that I can make them smile, laugh, or blush, fills me with an indescribable sense of satisfaction and happiness. It is indeed a lot of fun to flaunt my assets and come up with naughty wordplay to please my treasured viewers. I always make it clear that our interactions are purely platonic and non-romantic. My ultimate goal is to provide a positive and enjoyable experience for everyone involved, and I believe that striking the right balance between humor, flirtation, and sincere engagement is key to achieving that goal. As a content creator, I understand that my treasures may develop strong emotional attachment to me. And it's important to remember that these feelings are often rooted in loneliness or a desire for connection. While I appreciate the loyalty and devotion of my fans, I also recognize that it is important to maintain appropriate boundaries and keep things in perspective, primarily within the context of my content. While I am flattered by the affection and adoration of my fans, I do not enter into romantic relationships with them, nor do I encourage them to become overly attached or dependent on me. While I am happy to engage with my lovely treasures and offer support and eye candy when needed, I do not encourage or participate in any form of romantic relationship with them. Instead, I focus on creating high-quality content that resonates with my audience and provides a sense of community and belonging. In doing so, I hope to foster a healthy and supportive environment where all of my treasures can feel valued and connected, without crossing any lines to my own integrity. That being said, I want to reassure my viewers that there is always room for growth and self-improvement. No one is a loser, and everyone deserves to find happiness and fulfillment in their lives. If you're feeling down or lonely, I encourage you to seek out positive influences and supportive communities, both online and offline. There are countless resources available to help you build a better life for yourself, and I firmly believe that change is possible with the right mindset and determination. So keep pushing forward, and never lose sight of your worth and potential. A question near and dear to my heart. As a blacksmith, I absolutely adore working with steel. It's such a versatile material, allowing for a wide range of projects and techniques. From Damascus steel to pattern-welded blades, the possibilities are endless. That being said, I also enjoy experimenting with other metals, such as copper and brass, which offer their own unique challenges and rewards. But ultimately, steel is my number one choice for blacksmithing. A typical day in my life starts early, as I'm an early riser by nature. After waking up, I usually spend some time stretching and meditating to clear my mind and prepare myself for the day ahead. Then, I head over to the kitchen to start my morning routine, which includes making breakfast and cleaning up afterward. My dad often joins me for breakfast, and we chat about our plans for the day. After breakfast, I head over to the forge to help my dad with his work. Being around the fire and using my skills as a blacksmith is always invigorating, and I love seeing the progress we make on various projects throughout the day. In addition to assisting my dad, I also handle some administrative tasks related to the forge, such as managing inventory and ordering supplies. This helps me feel more involved in the family business and gives me a sense of purpose outside of my YouTube channel. Once I've finished at the forge, I head back home to tackle my daily chores. This typically involves tidying up the house, spending some time with my favorite toy golem Rollo, and ensuring everything is in order before I leave for the market. At the market, I'm responsible for selling our handcrafted goods, interacting with customers, and handling transactions. It's a great opportunity to connect with people from all walks of life and learn about their interests and passions. In the afternoon, I usually take a break to run errands, shop for groceries, and grab a bite to eat. I try to maintain a healthy diet, but I do indulge in my sweet tooth occasionally. Once I'm done with my errands, I return home to record my vlog for the day. Recording my vlog is a creative outlet for me, and I love sharing my experiences and thoughts with my audience. It's also a chance for me to connect with my viewers and receive feedback on my content. After recording my vlog, I usually spend some time cooking dinner and enjoying a meal with my family. We often watch TV or YouTube videos together, and I love discussing our favorite shows and characters with my dad and mother. Gaming is another hobby I enjoy, and I frequently play games. I also have a passion for Magic, the Gathering, and I'll often spend time crafting decks and honing my strategy. As the evening winds down, I'll spend some time relaxing and unwinding before heading to bed. I might read a book, listen to music, or simply sit back and reflect on the day. Before drifting off to sleep, I'll take a moment to express gratitude for the blessings in my life and set intentions for the next day. Overall, my days are filled with a mix of work, creativity, and leisure, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Remember, my lovelies, you are all incredible individuals with unique talents and gifts to share with the world. So whether you're facing some challenges in life or simply looking for some inspiration, don't forget to look within and to embrace your strengths. Always remember this phrase, rocking tits, iron hips. Ultimately, I just want my viewers to feel happy and entertained, and if that means they need to take care of some business beforehand, then so be it. Just remember to clean up after yourself, okay? No one wants to watch a messy video. Anyway, thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode. Take care, and until next time, stay naughty. Hi everyone! I'm trying out a new live stream format today, so bear with me as I figure things out. First things first, can everyone in the chat hear me clearly? And does everything look decent on your end? Let me know if you're having any issues. Oh, hello Mealworm! It's great to see you joining us today. How have you been? I hope everything is going well for you. Please feel free to join in on the conversation and share your thoughts. I'm always happy to have you around. Alright, my dear treasures, I'm super pumped to share this exciting new game with you all. It's called Dwarf Hold Simulator. I've heard great things about it, and I can't wait to dive into the world of dwarven craftsmanship and strategy game. So grab your pickaxes and hammer, because we're about to embark on an epic adventure together. Let's do this! Alright, my treasures, it's time to choose our fearless leader for our dwarf hold. We have 3 options to choose from: a Thane, a Forge Master, or a Pathfinder. Each of these heroes brings unique skills and abilities to the table, so let's break down each option and see which one is the best fit for our team. First up, we have the Thane. This noble dwarf is an expert at managing resources and keeping order within the hold. He's a natural leader and can rally his troops to victory in times of crisis. His strategic mind and strong command presence make him a valuable asset to any dwarf hold. However, he may lack the physical prowess needed to defend the hold against enemy attacks. Next, we have the Forge Master. This skilled artisan is a master of metalworking and can create powerful weapons and armor for our forces. His expertise in smithing and engineering will allow us to build fortifications and defenses that can withstand even the most formidable enemies. However, his focus on crafting may leave him vulnerable in combat situations. Finally, we have the Pathfinder. This intrepid explorer is an expert in navigation and exploration. Her knowledge of the surrounding terrain and hidden secrets will allow us to discover valuable resources and allies throughout the land. Her ability to scout out enemy positions and plan ambushes will keep our foes on their toes. However, her solo adventures may leave her ill-prepared for larger battles that require a coordinated effort. Thanks for chiming in with your suggestions, Mealworm. You always have such great ideas, and I appreciate your input. After considering your advice, I think I'm gonna go with the Pathfinder for our dwarf hold leader. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to be led by a badass dwarf lady who can navigate through treacherous landscapes and outsmart our enemies? It's gonna be such a fun playthrough, and I can't wait to see where our journey takes us. Thank you again for your contribution, and let's get this show on the road. It's time to begin building our dwarf hold. Let's call it Stone Keep. Our first priority should be gathering resources to strengthen our defenses and support our growing population. To do this, we need to train some miners to extract precious metals and minerals from the earth. With their hard work and dedication, we'll soon have enough materials to construct buildings and arm our troops. In addition to training our miners, I also want to send our Pathfinder on a reconnaissance mission to explore the surrounding area. There may be valuable resources and ancient relics hidden among the caverns, and our Pathfinder's keen eyes and sharp instincts will help us locate them. Oi blimey! It looks like our Pathfinder has stumbled upon a veritable treasure trove of mithril. This rare and valuable mineral is highly sought after by dwarfs everywhere, and its discovery could mean a significant boost to our economy and military capabilities. With access to this precious resource, we'll be able to forge the strongest weapons and armor imaginable, giving us a major advantage over our enemies. I'm sending some of our miners to collect as much of this precious material as possible, so we can put it to good use. In addition to our mining efforts, I'm also building a blacksmith to turn this mithril into powerful weapons and armor for our troops. This will greatly enhance our defensive capabilities and ensure the safety of our people. And speaking of defense, I'm also constructing a barracks to train more soldiers and prepare for any threats that may come our way. With these new additions to our hold, we're well on our way to becoming a formidable force in the mountains. Excellent! Now that we have our new blacksmith and barracks up and running, it's time to start training our dwarven warriors. These brave men will be the backbone of our defense, and their skill and determination will ensure the safety of our hold. As they train, I'll also be researching advanced forging techniques at the blacksmith, specifically focusing on creating weapons and armor made from mithril. This rare and valuable material will give our troops an edge in battle, making them even more formidable opponents. With all of these improvements, Stonekeep is truly becoming a force to be reckoned with. Our first dwarven warrior is trained. Their toughness and prowess in battle make them a valuable asset to our forces. Armed with a two-handed axe and clad in light armor, they're ready to take on whatever challenges come their way. But it's not just their physical strength that sets them apart. Their ability to shout gives a temporary attack bonus to all of our allies nearby, making them even more effective in combat. And with their cleave ability, they can take down multiple enemies at once in melee combat, further demonstrating their combat prowess. This is certainly intriguing. A massive rumbling beneath the mountains.it could be anything, really. But I think it's worth investigating further. After all, we wouldn't want any unexpected surprises lurking around our hold, would we? So, I'll instruct my Pathfinder to follow the sound and try to locate its source. Oh wow, a dragon! That's quite the sight to behold. But I must admit, encountering a dragon is no small matter. Disturbing it could lead to serious consequences, both for myself and for the hold. On the other hand, dragons are known to hoard treasures, and who knows what kind of riches this one might possess. It's a difficult decision, but I think it's best to return to Stonekeep and report my findings. Better to gather reinforcements and plan our course of action before approaching the dragon again. Our little dwarf hold is starting to shape up nicely. Thanks to my amazing Pathfinder leader, we managed to find some sweet mithril early on, which allowed us to beef up our unit's weapon and armor strength like nobody's business. We've got 3 badass dwarven warriors now. Talk about a force to be reckoned with. And the best part, our hold is looking pretty sharp too, thanks to our upgraded barracks and blacksmith. Can you say progress? I knew you could. So yeah, things are going great here at Stonekeep. Alright, my dear treasures, it looks like we've reached a nice stopping point for our Dwarf Hold Simulator game. Hopefully you guys had fun watching me play live. Until next time, keep those hammers swinging and those anvils hot. And remember, whether you're building a fortress or just living life, always put your heart into it. For now, I bid you adieu, and may the blessings of the Mountain King be upon you all. Kimberly signing off. Hello, my dearest treasures. It's yours truly, Kimberly Mallestone, here to spread some holiday cheer and deliver an early Christmas present to you all. As we approach the most wonderful time of the year, I wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude for all of your support and love throughout the past year. Without you, my amazing treasures, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, consider this video an early Christmas gift from me to you. Now, I know that the holidays can be a busy time for everyone, and I want to make sure that I don't monopolize your attention during this festive season. That's why I decided to release this video early, so that you can enjoy it at your leisure and still have plenty of time to celebrate with your friends and family. Speaking of which, I'm excited to announce that I'll be spending Christmas with my loved ones this year, and I couldn't be happier about it. However, I didn't want to leave you empty-handed, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to share some holiday fun with you all. Oh, my dear treasures, I simply had to share this hilarious dwarf Christmas meme with you all. The caption reads, "How dwarfs buy gifts for people they don't know. How dwarfs craft gifts for their eternal friends." As a dwarf myself, I completely understand the sentiment behind it. We dwarfs are known for our love of craftsmanship and our ability to create beautiful and intricate objects. When it comes to giving gifts, we often put a lot of effort into making something unique and meaningful for the person we care about. After all, nothing says, "I love you" quite like a handmade gift that shows how much thought and care went into creating it. And speaking of handmade gifts, I recently teamed up with my dad, Thorna, to create a very special gift for someone near and dear to my heart. It was a labor of love, and I can't wait to see the look on their face when they receive it. But enough about me. Let's move on to the next meme. Here's a delightful dwarf Christmas meme featuring a dwarf decking out his magnificent beard with all sorts of festive trimmings. The caption reads, "Dwarf Christmas Traditions, Beard Decoration Contest, the Grand Finale." Oh, how I wish I could participate in such a contest myself. While I do sport a pair of lovely braids, I can only imagine how stunning they would look adorned with festive ornaments. Of course, I also worry about the potential consequences of such a bold fashion statement. What if one of those ornaments gets tangled in my hair and refuses to budge? Or worse yet, what if it causes me to lose a precious strand of my beloved locks? No, I think I'll stick to the safer option of decking out my braids with a tasteful selection of Christmas-themed clips and bows. It's a delicate balance, after all. Well, my precious gems, it seems our time together has come to an end. I wish I could spend Christmas with each and every one of you, but unfortunately, life has other plans. But fear not, for I will be back soon with more adventures, more laughter, and more dwarfish goodness. Until then, I hope you all have a magical and memorable Christmas filled with love, joy, and lots of delicious food. And remember, no matter where you are or who you're with, you can always count on your trusty dwarf friend, Kimberly, to bring a little bit of holiday cheer to your lives. Hello there, my darling treasure troves. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your holiday season. I must confess, I'm absolutely loving this festive period myself. The air is filled with a sense of magic and wonder, and everything looks so beautifully decorated. I particularly love the twinkling lights that illuminate the mountain halls and homes, casting a warm and inviting glow over everything. And speaking of inviting, I've decided to dress up in a rather fashionable ensemble for today's video. Would you believe that this stylish outfit is actually a gift from my parents? Yes, I know, they spoil me rotten. But honestly, who wouldn't want to be dressed head to toe in fabulous clothing, especially during the holidays? Oh, it was also incredible to hear back from Mealworm and know that she appreciates the gift I created for her. I truly cherish our relationship and am so grateful to have such a supportive treasure and friend in my life. Mealworm has been such a fantastic source of encouragement throughout my YouTube journey, and I can't tell you how much it means to me to have someone like her cheering me on and offering constructive feedback. I'm so excited to continue growing our friendship and hopefully becoming even closer in the coming year. Thank you, Mealworm, for everything you do. As we enter the new year, I've been thinking a lot about the direction I want to take my YouTube channel in. I want to continue providing you with entertaining and informative content, but I also want to expand my horizons and explore new topics and ideas. So, without further ado, here are some of the things you can expect to see on my channel in the coming months. 1. More tutorial videos. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting more DIY videos, and I'm happy to oblige. Expect to see more tutorials on everything from blacksmithing to cooking to cosplay. 2. A deeper dive into dwarf culture. As you know, I'm a proud member of the dwarf community, and I want to share more about our rich history, customs, and traditions with all of you. Look forward to learning more about our language, mythology, and way of life. 3. Collaborations with fellow content creators. I've had the privilege of meeting and working with some incredibly talented individuals in the online space, and I want to continue collaborating with them to bring you fresh and innovative content. Keep an eye out for some exciting partnerships in the coming months. 4. More personal vlogs. I want to continue sharing more of my day-to-day life with all of you. From my adventures in the dwarf hold to my interactions with humans, I want to provide a glimpse into the world of a mountain dwarf. Expect more vlogging content in the future. 5. An exploration of romance and interracial relationships. As many of you know, I've been dating a human for several years now, and I want to talk more openly about our experiences and challenges as an interspecies couple. I also want to discuss the broader topic of romance and relationships, whether they involve humans, dwarfs, elves, or any other species. 6. More discussions on mental health and wellness. Throughout my time on YouTube, I've received countless messages from viewers who have shared their struggles with anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. I want to continue using my platform to raise awareness about these important topics and offer guidance and support to those who need it. 7. I'd love to expand my social media presence in the coming year. One thing I plan to do is post more photos of myself in different outfits to cater to the diverse tastes of my audience. After all, who wouldn't want to see me in a variety of gorgeous gowns, saucy swimsuits, or perhaps even a few risque lingerie sets? And since I know some of my viewers have a bit of a naughty streak, I won't hesitate to include a few sassy shots that showcase my assets to their fullest extent. So expect to see more rocking tits, iron hips. Well, my treasured viewers, there you have it. A sneak peek into my plans for 2024 and beyond. I'm so excited to embark on this journey with all of you and continue bringing you the best possible content. Before I go, I just wanted to wish you all a very happy new year. May it be filled with love, laughter, and endless amounts of YouTube inspiration. And remember, even though I'm signing off for now, I'll always be here for you, ready to answer your questions, share my thoughts, and maybe even flash you a little bit of cleavage. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and above all else, keep watching.
I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time. I wanna tell you, but I'm super shy. I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, 떨리는 지금도 you're on my mind.
Born underground, sucker from a stone, raised in the dark, the safety of our anti-home. Skin made of iron, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me.
Hello, my sweet treasures. Welcome to another fun-filled adventure with yours truly, Kimberly Mallestone. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying yourselves. I know I certainly am. Life has been treating me quite well lately, and I'm feeling more inspired and creative than ever. And I'm thrilled to say that I have some exciting new content planned for you all. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourself for a wild ride. Because trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this. Today's video is going to be all about exploring the fascinating world of dwarven fashion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fashion? Really? But trust me, there's so much more to dwarf style than meets the eye. We may be small, but we dwarfs know how to make a statement with our outfits. From intricate chainmail to delicate form-fitting lace, we've got it all. And I'm going to give you a tour of some of the most iconic dwarf fashion pieces out there. Alright, let's start with chainmail. Chainmail is a type of armor made up of interlocking metal rings. It's lightweight, flexible, and provides excellent protection against blows and slashes. Now, chainmail is typically worn by dwarfs who are involved in combat or other high-risk activities. It's not exactly cheap, though. A good set of chainmail can cost anywhere from a few hundred gold coins to several thousand, depending on the quality and materials used. So, if you see a dwarf wearing chainmail in the dwarf hold, you can bet that they're either a warrior or a blacksmith. And if they're a warrior, chances are they're pretty badass. Next up, we have weave thread cloth work. This is a type of fabric that's woven together using thin threads of metal. It's lightweight, breathable, and perfect for hot and humid climates. Now, when it comes to dwarf fashion, weave thread cloth work is often used to create clothing that highlights the distinctive features of a dwarf's body. For example, dwarf women tend to be proud of their bust and curves, so they'll often choose garments that accentuate those features. On the other hand, dwarf men are usually more focused on showing off their muscular arms, so they'll often go for designs that draw attention to their biceps and triceps. And because dwarfs all have similar body types, it's relatively easy to find clothes that fit well and look great on just about anyone. Plus, since weave thread cloth work is relatively cheap to produce, it's common for dwarfs to pass down clothes from generation to generation. So, if you see a dwarf wearing a piece of clothing that looks like it's been passed down through the family, it's probably because it has. And that's something to be proud of. Jewelry is a hugely important part of dwarf fashion, and it's something that we take great pride in. Gold is the most popular material for dwarf jewelry, thanks to its durability and shine. I personally prefer to wear gold armbands on my arms and gold anklets on my ankles. They add a touch of elegance and sophistication to any outfit, and they really help to bring out the natural golden tones in my skin. As for the rest of my jewelry, I like to keep it simple and understated. I don't wear rings, but I do have a few special pieces that I treasure. And yes, some dwarfs do wear jewelry in their beards or braids. It's a unique and interesting way to express oneself, and it definitely adds a bit of flair to any outfit. As for the cost of dwarf jewelry, it can vary widely depending on the materials used and the level of craftsmanship involved. Some pieces can be quite affordable, while others can be extremely expensive. But regardless of the price tag, jewelry is a hugely important status symbol for dwarfs. It's something that we use to demonstrate our wealth, power, and social standing. And for many dwarfs, earning or crafting their own jewelry is a source of immense pride and satisfaction. Alright, my lovely treasures, it's time for the questions and answers portion of the show. I've received lots of great questions from you all, and I'm excited to answer as many of them as I can. So, let's get started. It's always been a bit surreal to me, knowing that my videos have had such a profound impact on Mealworm. She's always been so eager to learn about dwarf culture and traditions, and I'm honored to be able to share that knowledge with her. And the fact that she wants to emulate me and become more like a dwarf is truly humbling. She's become one of my closest online friends. Despite being a goblin, she's always been incredibly kind and loyal to me. And I think that's why I've grown to care for her so deeply. You see, when Mealworm was born, her goblin tribe believed that she was dead when she was born and tossed her to the worms. So, they decided to name her Mealworm as a sort of dark joke. But luckily, they were wrong, and Mealworm survived. She grew up in a goblin tribe that saw her as a pariah and a reject, and it broke my heart to hear about the abuse and neglect she experienced. But despite everything, she's managed to turn her life around and find happiness in her job at a junk depot. I'll continue to be her cheerleader and advocate, and I'll always be here to listen to her stories and offer her a shoulder to lean on. Because that's what friends are for, right? Haha, that's a very funny question. No, I don't have my own great book of grudges. In fact, I try to live my life with as little anger and resentment as possible. I believe that holding onto negative emotions only serves to weigh us down and prevent us from experiencing joy and fulfillment. So, instead of keeping track of every slight and insult, I simply try to focus on the present moment and appreciate the good things in my life. And I encourage everyone to do the same. Life is too short to spend it dwelling on the past or harboring grudges. Well, as a dwarf, I can confirm that there is a long-standing rivalry between dwarfs and elves. However, I personally don't have any elven enemies or rivals. I believe that conflict and animosity only serve to divide us and prevent us from working together towards a common goal. So, rather than focusing on our differences, I try to celebrate our shared humanity and find ways to collaborate and cooperate with one another. After all, we're all in this together, and we stand a much better chance of success if we work together as a team. Well, my lovely treasures, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed our little tour of dwarf fashion, and that you learned something new and interesting. If you did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment letting me know what you thought. Your support means the world to me, and I'm always looking for ways to improve and make my content even better. And remember, no matter what you're wearing, you're always beautiful just the way you are. So, keep rocking those tits and iron hips, my treasures, and I'll see you all next time. Love you all. Ahoy, my heart-sweet treasures! Welcome back to another thrilling adventure with yours truly, Kimberly Mallestone. I hope you're all feeling as spunky and lively as I am today, because we've got some serious gaming action lined up for you. Yes, That's right, my dear friends, we're going to continue our journey in the enchanting world of Dwarf Hold Simulator. We left off with my dwarf hold flourishing, and I'm eager to see how far we can take it. While our dwarven warriors are formidable fighters, they could certainly benefit from some ranged support. That's why I've decided to train some dwarven archers to join our ranks. These skilled marksmen will be able to pick off enemies from afar, giving our warriors more time to close in for the kill. In addition to bolstering our military forces, I've also sent my trusty Pathfinder back out on scouting duty. With her keen senses and sharp wit, she'll be able to gather valuable intel on nearby settlements and potential threats. This information will be crucial in helping me make informed decisions about where to expand and how to best defend our dwarf hold. As we continue to grow and prosper, it's essential that we invest in our infrastructure and defense systems. That's why I'm going to start training more miners to help extract precious resources from the surrounding area. As for research, I'm torn between focusing on our military might, increasing resource production, or fortifying our defenses. What do you think, my treasured viewers? Which research path should I prioritize? Mealworm, always full of great advice. You're absolutely right, a strong army is the backbone of any successful dwarf fortress. It's crucial that we're prepared to defend ourselves against any potential threats. So, based on your sage wisdom, I'll prioritize military research for now. Thank you for your insight, my dear goblin friend. Look at that, my first dwarven archer is fully trained and ready to join the fray. With their expert marksmanship, they'll surely prove to be a valuable asset to our fighting force. Speaking of which, I've started researching advanced military training to upgrade our barracks. This will allow us to recruit even more powerful units in the future. Additionally, I've started researching longbows at the blacksmith to give our archers an added edge in battle. Oi blimey! We've got a group of hostile orcs from the Firefang tribe heading towards Stone Keep. The squad is made up of goblins, goblin raiders, and orc grunts. Our Pathfinder managed to spot them before they noticed her, but we must act quickly if we want to ensure the safety of our dwarf hold. I've made my decision, it's time to take the fight directly to the orcs. My dwarven warriors and archers will charge head-on into combat, engaging the enemy front line and forcing them to face us mano a mano. Meanwhile, our cunning Pathfinder will use her stealth skills to sneak up behind the orcs and strike from the rear, creating a pincer movement that should leave the invaders no escape. Let's show these Firefang brutes that they've picked a fight with the wrong dwarf hold. Hostile orcs cannot simply barge into our territory without facing severe consequences. We've sent a clear message to the Firefang tribe. Mess with us, and you'll face the wrath of our unbreakable spirit and unmatched skill in battle. Well, look at all that loot we've acquired from those misguided orcs. Gold, wood, and ores, not to mention the enchanted arcane barrage dagger. Now, who would be better suited to wield this magical weapon than our very own Pathfinder? Her agility and stealth abilities make her the perfect candidate to make use of this newfound power. With the arcane barrage in hand, she'll be able to attack from range with arcane blasts upon our enemies from afar, giving our forces an extra edge in battle. It seems our little skirmish has caught the attention of the orcish warlord himself. His rage over our victory is palpable, and is threatening to annihilate Stonekeep and slaughter every last one of us. On top of that, he has the audacity to demand our precious adamantine mine. Oh, how dare he! But fear not, my treasures, for we shall stand tall and united against this tyrant and his minions. We may be outnumbered, but we are resilient, brave, and fiercely protective of our home. So let the orcish warlord come, we'll show him the true meaning of dwarven resolve. Advanced military training is complete. Our humble barracks can now produce two formidable units, the Mountain Guard and the Bombardier. Allow me to explain their unique attributes and uses on the battlefield. First, let's talk about the Mountain Guard. These stalwart defenders boast high defense and possess the armor-breaking ability, allowing them to shatter their foes' defenses and deal increased damage. Additionally, their border guard talent amplifies their damage output when fighting near structures owned by the player. While they might be a bit pricey to train, their defensive prowess and powerful attacks make them more than worth the investment. Now, for the Bombardier. This explosive expert specializes in throwing dynamite and causing chaos wherever they go. Their explosives can decimate enemy ranks, tear through terrain, and even bring down buildings. However, they are quite fragile and have a slower attack speed compared to other units. Despite these drawbacks, their power on the battlefield cannot be denied. It's essential to utilize them strategically to maximize their potential. Given the recent events and the threat posed by the Orcish warlord, I believe it's wise to invest in a Mountain Guard unit. Their high defense and ability to break through enemy armor will undoubtedly prove useful in any future encounters. As for our next course of action, I propose we start researching watchtowers. These fortified structures will allow us to keep a constant eye on the surrounding area, ensuring that we're always prepared for any hostile orc patrols that may approach Stonekeep. By investing in both physical strength and strategic vigilance, we'll be better equipped to face whatever challenges lie ahead. A human wizard seeking our assistance in defeating a dragon and retrieving an ancient runestone. Well, what an intriguing proposition. Since they wish only to claim the runestone and leave the rest of the dragon's hoard for us, and given that they'll be joining our forces for a limited time, I see no reason why we shouldn't accept this offer. After all, it's not every day we get the chance to collaborate with a wizard and slay a dragon. We'll be able to focus on training our newly acquired Mountain Guard units while preparing for this epic battle. Well, my dearest, darling treasures, it appears our hard work and determination have paid off. Our first Mountain Guard is fully trained and ready to join the fight, and we've formed an alliance with the mysterious human wizard, Eldrad. Together, we stand stronger and more prepared than ever before. But alas, all good things must come to an end. For now, I bid you farewell, dear friends. Remember, big curvy dwarven bosoms and bountiful behinds can conquer any challenge thrown our way. So until next time, don't forget. Dwarfs are strong, but love can knock us off our feet. Stay tuned for the next episode of Dwarf Hold Simulator. Goodbye. Hello, my sweetest, most precious treasures. Welcome back to another delightful episode of Dwarf Memes with yours truly, Kimberly Mallestone. Today, we've got a hilarious collection of dwarven jokes, puns, and comics just waiting to tickle your funny bones. So grab your favorite drink, snuggle up in your coziest spot, and prepare yourself for a hearty laugh. Let's dive right into the world of dwarven humor together. Remember, laughter is the best medicine, so let's spread the joy far and wide. Now, shall we? Behold this marvelous dwarf meme in all its glory. We have here a dwarf holding a hammer over his head, looking incredibly proud and satisfied. The caption reads, "When you've been working out and feel like showing off." Oh, how relatable. There's nothing quite like the rush of accomplishment when we push ourselves to the limit and achieve our fitness goals. This dwarf knows exactly how we feel after a killer workout session, doesn't he? Oh, behold this hilarious take on the age-old tale of dwarf versus elf rivalry. In this humorous dwarf meme, we see an elf waking up yet still managing to look ravishing, while nearby a dwarf toils away at intricate braids and hairstyles to no avail. The caption reads, "When an elf wakes up and gets compliments, while dwarfs spend hours on their hair and get nothing." Ah, the cruel irony of life. How often have we dwarfs devoted countless hours to perfecting our locks only to receive nary a glance in return? Such is the eternal struggle of the dedicated dwarf stylist. Let us laugh together at the absurdity of it all and vow to continue our relentless pursuit of hairstyle perfection, regardless of any lackluster response from others. We see a dwarf brandishing a pickaxe with pride, the caption reading, "When they said I had too many pickaxes." Indeed, it appears our dwarf friend has taken their love for mining tools to new heights, or depths, if we're being literal. Who can blame them, though? Pickaxes are essential tools for any aspiring miner, after all. May their collection of pickaxes continue to grow and thrive. Ah, my dearest treasure troves, allow me to share with you this charming tale of serendipitous romance and adventure. In this delightful dwarf meme, we witness a human knight setting out to rescue a human princess but accidentally saves a dwarf princess instead. However, this seemingly unfortunate mix-up leads to an unexpected and enchanting turn of events. The dwarf princess proves to be a valuable ally in the knight's future endeavors, including the eventual rescue of the original princess. And so, love blossoms between these two unlikely companions. Ah, the twists and turns of fate can lead us down the most unexpected paths. Sometimes, the very thing we sought was hiding just out of reach, waiting for us to discover its true value. Ah, the beauty of happy accidents. Behold this humorous dwarf meme that highlights the ingenuity and craftsmanship of our stout and skilled dwarven builders. In this comical scenario, we see a dwarf boasting about the impenetrable nature of their wall, which stands tall and majestic. The caption reads, "Dwarf, my wall is so strong, even dragons fear it." Indeed, our dwarven friends have long been known for their exceptional construction skills and unparalleled fortitude. It seems even fearsome dragons wouldn't dare to test the might of a dwarven fortress. Oh, my precious treasures, it appears we've reached the end of our dwarf meme extravaganza for today. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being a part of my life. Goodbye for now, and don't forget to stay tuned for more fun adventures. Love you loads, and take care.
I'm dying for it. I'm dying for it. And I can't let you go. Hide away from me. Hide away from me. Hide away from me. On you.
Time's up, think you can catch me if you think you can. Ready, set, let's begin. Catch me if you think you can. Time's up, think you can catch me if you think you can.
Well, hello there, my absolutely scrumptious treasures. How utterly delightful it is to see each and every one of you gathered here today. Oh, your presence fills my heart with such warmth and joy, it's as if I'm being wrapped in the coziest blanket on a chilly winter night. And look, there's a familiar name in the chat. None other than Mealworm herself. Hello, dear friend. How are you faring today? Please do tell us all about your latest adventures and how you're holding up. We simply adore hearing from you, and your presence always brightens our day. So go ahead, sweet Mealworm, fill us in on everything that's been happening in your magical world. We can't wait to hear all about it.
Me be doing awesome, Kimberly. Me even get a promotion for me metal knowledge. Me been using knowledge from your videos, and me really be impressed. And me boss, Me boss say me must be part dwarf too. The first time me hear dat, me almost get excited. Then me realize me boss just be mackin' funny joke, but me get so excited to be called dwarf, me think me gonna celebrate with sumin fancy. Me really want a new outfit like the ones you wear. I wanna look as good as you do, Kimberly.
Oh, dearest Mealworm, congratulations on your well-deserved promotion. It warms my heart to know that my humble videos have played a part in your success. You truly are a shining example of perseverance and adaptability. While your boss may have made a jest about your dwarven heritage, remember that you already possess qualities that make you stand out among your peers. Embrace your uniqueness and wear it proudly. Alright, my lovely treasures, it's time for us to return to our beloved Stone Keep in Dwarf Hold Simulator. Grab your favorite snack, settle in. Let us recap our previous escapades in the world of Dwarf Hold Simulator. As you may recall, our Dwarf Hold, Stone Keep, found itself embroiled in a precarious situation involving the Fire Fang Orc tribe. However, through cunning strategy and unyielding fortitude, we managed to defuse the potential conflict. In addition to this tumultuous affair, we also came to an agreement with the esteemed human wizard, Eldrad. He sought our assistance in recovering an ancient runestone guarded by a fearsome dragon. With our combined might and wisdom, we shall surely overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. As we progress through our journey, my treasures, it's time for us to discuss our strategic plans moving forward. First off, I believe should train another formidable mountain guard from our barracks. These stout defenders of our hold are essential to maintain our security and ensure our dwarf hold remains a bastion of strength and resilience. In addition to bolstering our military forces, I propose that we research senatorial management. This valuable research will enable us to train dwarf senators, a highly effective diplomatic worker unit. The senator has the unique ability to take control of defeated enemy settlements, allowing us to expand our influence and further solidify our dominance in the region. Furthermore, they can construct new buildings on the map, facilitating the growth and development of our dwarf hold. Lastly, the presence of a senator within our hold significantly boosts the morale of our hardworking miners, ensuring their continued productivity and efficiency. Ooh, what splendid news we have received! Our diligent efforts in fostering a strong and formidable military force have paid off, as one of our esteemed soldiers, Brom, has achieved the prestigious rank of Dwarf Marshal. Truly, this is a momentous occasion for our dwarf hold, and I couldn't be prouder. Brom's dedication to both military prowess and diplomacy has set him apart from the rest, making him the perfect candidate for this exalted position. As the sole holder of the title, Brom will command our forces with unwavering determination and skill. Fortune has certainly smiled upon us with the recent random event of our esteemed Dwarf Marshal, Brom. His exceptional leadership skills grants a morale boost to units around him. Much like our esteemed ally, the human wizard Eldrad, the Dwarf Marshal, Brom is a powerful unique unit. Unique units can only be obtained through events. Their death is permanent, and unique units cannot be easily retrained like generic troops, making these unique units valuable assets for our hold. So, let us tread carefully and strategically, ever mindful of the priceless value that both Brom and Eldrad bring to our endeavors. With another formidable mountain guard fully trained and raring to go, it's high time we put their prowess to the test. Let's set our sights on the dragon's lair and prepare ourselves for this thrilling expedition. Our squad is more than capable of handling whatever challenges lay ahead. While our courageous dwarven forces embarks on their perilous journey to face the dragon, I shall monitor Stonekeep's situation. To ensure our forces' safety, I'm putting our Pathfinder leader on high alert, keeping a vigilant eye out for any potential threats or ambushes along the way. In the meantime, with the completed research of senatorial management, I'll focus on training our first dwarf senator. Our hold stands to benefit greatly from the versatile abilities of this diplomatic powerhouse. Additionally, I've initiated the construction of a temple of stone. Once complete, this sacred structure will allow us to train dwarven clerics, who possess unique healing powers and divine blessings. I have decided to invest our resources into researching two vital advancements: advanced light magic and basic enlightenment. Once unlocked, these technologies will significantly enhance the capabilities of our beloved dwarven clerics. With advanced light magic, our clerical adepts will gain access to powerful spells, amplifying their healing and support capabilities. On the other hand, basic enlightenment will provide mental fortitude and wisdom, making our clerics even more formidable in any combat scenario. These investments promise to strengthen our hold's defenses and overall stability. Our first dwarf senator is now fully trained and ready to serve our dwarf hold. It's time to utilize their unique abilities to our advantage. I've assigned a small group of diligent dwarf miners to accompany our esteemed senator. Together, they will scout the area and identify the perfect location for the construction of a strategic watchtower. This tower will grant us an unparalleled vantage point, allowing us to keep a keen eye on our surroundings and maintain our hold's security. Ah, my treasures, the moment we've been waiting for has arrived. Our intrepid Pathfinder and their brave forces have finally reached the dragon's den. As we engage this fearsome creature, I've carefully positioned our forces for optimal effectiveness. The mighty dwarf marshal, Bron, leads our front line alongside our stalwart mountain guards. Meanwhile, our skilled archer provides crucial ranged support from afar. Our Pathfinder and the wise human wizard, Eldrad, stand at the ready to cast their magical spells when necessary. Together, we shall confront this dragon and prove our mettle in battle. Victory is ours! My dearest treasures, I'm overjoyed to announce that we have emerged victorious against the ferocious dragon. Though we suffered losses among our ranks. Alas, 3 brave dwarf warriors fell in battle. Their valiant efforts ensured that we dealt the most significant damage to the creature. Their sacrifice was not in vain, and their contribution to our victory cannot be understated. It seems our collaboration with the human wizard, Eldrad, has borne fruitful results. We have successfully acquired the ancient runestone he sought, and his gratitude is evident in his words. While he embarks on his next journey, we bid him farewell, knowing that our paths may cross again in the future. The spoils of our victory are truly breathtaking. Not only have we managed to acquire valuable resources and rare items, but we've also discovered a magnificent artifact, the mounting keg. When equipped by our Pathfinder leader, this extraordinary item grants a considerable boost to both leadership and attack for our dwarf units. What a splendid addition to our arsenal! Let us revel in our newfound strength and use these advantages to further secure our dwarf hold's safety and dominance. With our Pathfinder's forces on their way back to Stonekeep, I return my attention to the ongoing developments within our dwarf hold. I am pleased to find that our Temple of Stone has been completed. It's time to train our first dwarven cleric, whose divine powers will undoubtedly bolster our defenses and provide much-needed healing during times of conflict. Speaking of conflicts, I should check in on our dwarf senator and their squad. They must be making good progress on surveying potential watchtower locations. This vantage point appears ideal for the construction of our new watchtower. With our dwarf senator's guidance, I order them to commence building this critical structure. To expedite the process, I'll assign the diligent dwarf miners to aid in the construction of the designated plot. This strategic location will allow us to detect any potential aggression from the Fire Fang Orc tribe, enabling us to respond swiftly and decisively to any threats they may pose. Our first dwarven cleric is now fully trained and prepared to serve our dwarf hold. Once our Pathfinder's forces return back to Stonekeep, they will have access to this skilled healer, ensuring their well-being and readiness for future endeavors. My precious treasures, it's time for us to bring today's session of Dwarf Hold Simulator to a close. Thank you so much for joining me on this thrilling adventure. Your unwavering support means the world to me. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes of Dwarf Hold Simulator, where we'll continue to conquer challenges, forge alliances, and expand our mighty dwarf hold. Until next time, may your hammers never miss, and your ale never run dry. Farewell.
I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Yeah. I just wanna be with you.
Welcome, my dearest treasures, to today's live stream. I hope you're as excited as I am for what's in store for us today. You may have noticed something different about today's setup. Indeed, there's no webcam in sight. Instead, we'll be engaging in a fun, interactive chat featuring adorable avatars. And here's the best part. I have a very special guest joining us today. None other than my beloved goblin bestie, Mealworm.
Hello, me be Mealworm. Me be so honored to be included in this air special episode.
Today, we thought it would be a blast to answer some random questions submitted by our fantastic chat participants. So let's get started. Feel free to ask away, and we'll do our best to entertain and engage with you. What is your favorite food? Oh, what a splendid question! As a proud mountain dwarf, I simply adore hearty meals that fill both my stomach and soul. My absolute favorite dish has got to be a delicious stew made with fresh vegetables, succulent meat, and seasoned to perfection. The warmth and comfort it brings are truly unmatched. How about you, Mealworm? What's your favorite grub?
Me favorite thing be cheddar popcorn. It's a good snack that you can enjoy whenever you want. It just delicious, cheesy, buttery, salty, perfect snacky.
Let's keep this lively conversation going with the next question. Tell us more about your work life. Working alongside my father, Thornar, at our family's blacksmith was an incredible learning experience. From a young age, I was taught the ins and outs of forging metal, crafting weapons, and creating intricate designs. It required immense skill, precision, and patience. Watching my father work those blazing hot furnaces and hammer away at glowing bars of steel was nothing short of mesmerizing. Those days spent in the smithy were truly formative, shaping not only my technical abilities but also my love for the craft. It's an experience I cherish deeply, and I often reminisce about those moments when the forge was alive with activity, and the smell of molten iron filled the air. You know, Mealworm, I'm curious to hear more about your experiences working at the junk depot in that human town. How did you find navigating such a diverse environment, and what kind of unique challenges did you face along the way? I'd love to learn more about your journey and how it shaped who you are today.
Me always been a bit of a misfit, even by Gobbo standards. You can tell the difference in the way I talks and acts compared to most of the others. Me guess the hummies could tell too. They be wary of me when me first came to town, but me no be a thief. Me just a bit eccentric, but they still let me stay cause me proved myself to be trustworthy. Me worked hard to prove to hummies me be an honor goblin. Me was taught dat hummies treat gobos like scum, but me just wanted a chance. And when me got dat chance, me made sure me did me best to prove me worth it. Dat junk depot job wit Krika was me first job in the whole kingdom. Krika be a tough, but fair half-orc lady. She be a bit hard, but me learned a lot from her. And now me has me own job and me own money. Me never really thought about it till now, but me wonder if Krika understood what it'd like to be different, to not fit in too. Me talks about meself way too much, me be sorry, but ye asked and me be happy dat ye interested in me story.
Oh, Mealworm, Please don't apologize. Your story is incredibly inspiring, and I'm grateful that you shared it with us. It takes courage and perseverance to break down barriers and prove oneself, especially when faced with preconceived notions and prejudices. You should be proud of all that you've accomplished and the person you've become through these experiences. I believe that your resilience and determination have undoubtedly left a lasting impact on those around you, including Krika. Remember, every obstacle you overcome makes you stronger and more capable of facing future challenges. Embrace your uniqueness and continue to shine bright like the fabulous individual you are.
Thanks, me try keep me true self. Thanks, Kimberly. Ye words be a source of inspiration for me. Me hope one day me become as confident as ye. Me be glad we be buddies.
And I'm honored to call you my friend, and I look forward to many more adventures together. Now, let's see what other questions our wonderful chat participants have for us. What video games have you been recently playing? Well, aside from our Dwarf Hold Simulator playthroughs, I'm currently enjoying several mobile strategy games in my spare time, including Raid, Shadow Legends, and Gems of War. In Raid, I'm having fun building my ultimate dwarven squad to conquer various challenges and bosses. As for Gems of War, the puzzle strategy gameplay keeps me engaged and entertained. Alright, Mealworm, it's your turn. What games have caught your eye lately?
Me been playing phone games a lot lately too. Me played this game called Tamagotchi Mobile with a cute little pet me take care of, explore town and play mini games. Me never had pet in me life, so seeing his little face every day makes me smile. Me also been playing webkins too. Me hope one day me have Animal Crossing and a Switch to play it on. It look like good times.
Perhaps there's a certain charm in taking a break from the usual action-packed games and indulging in some virtual pet or sim games. Who knows, maybe one day you'll get your hands on an Animal Crossing game and a Switch console. Thank you so much for joining me today, Mealworm. We'll definitely have to continue this conversation offline.
Thank ye, Kimberly. Me be happy to do it agin anytime. Me also look forward to talking off screen too. Me like spend in time with ye.
To everyone watching, thank you once more for spending your precious time with us. Please remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts on today's episode. Until we meet again, keep shining like the brilliant gemstones you are. Goodbye, dear treasures.
Bye bye.
Ah, my dearest treasures, welcome to today's extraordinary Valentine's Day live stream. As we step into this realm of love and appreciation, I thought it would be a splendid idea to dedicate this entire event to you, my amazing subscribers. I cannot emphasize enough how much each and every one of you means to me. Whether you're a loyal commenter, a silent observer, or someone who simply likes and favorites my content, know that I appreciate you wholeheartedly. And to those who prefer watching with the sound off, perhaps with just one hand, Now, while you're indulging in your secret pleasures, do remember to stay hydrated. And I'm happy to provide the inspiration for your daily dose of Kimberly Mallestone. I won't shame you. Keep enjoying my content however suits you. Oh, how could I forget the wonderful surprise Mealworm sent my way? Thank you, my dear friend, for your thoughtful present. It truly warmed my heart to receive such a beautiful token of your affection. I must say, your attention to detail and creative flair left me utterly impressed. I trust that the gift I sent in return brought a smile to your face, just as yours did for me. Our bond, forged through our shared passions and endless conversations, is one that I hold dear to my heart. may our friendship continue to grow stronger with each passing day, and may our hearts remain filled with love and happiness. To everyone watching, remember that it's the little gestures of kindness and appreciation that make our lives brighter. Cherish the connections you have with others, and don't hesitate to express your love and gratitude whenever the opportunity arises. After all, every day is a chance to celebrate the people who bring joy and meaning to our lives. Alas, my dearest treasures, the time has come for us to bid each other farewell and continue our respective Valentine's Day celebrations. I hope that you have a day filled with love, laughter, and pure joy, surrounded by the people who mean the most to you. As for me, I shall spend the remainder of this enchanting day with my own beloved one, sharing in the warmth of their company and embracing the magic of the season. Now, before we part ways, I wanted to share something special with you. A little token of my appreciation for the incredible time we've had together today. In a moment, I invite you to prepare your screenshots, as I shall reveal a series of spicy Valentine's Day images that I believe you will simply adore. Get ready, my saucy treasures, for this outro is bound to leave you breathless. Ah, my sparkling treasures, welcome once again to the dwarf realm of Kimberly Mallestone. I trust you've gathered your finest gems and minerals, for today we embark on an adventure that promises to be a feast for all senses, not just your eyes. I am delighted to see familiar faces and newcomers alike gracing my humble digital abode. Now, let's take a moment to give a warm welcome to some of our esteemed subscribers. Kickflip Demon, Nate Bush, Ariane Nguigang, Templar Knight, Darth Poteoskt, Q-Bean, Big Box, The Piano Kid, Battle 4, 10 million subs. Of course, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to those of you who choose to watch from behind private accounts or simply observe without engaging in conversation. Your presence is felt, and your support means the world to me. Remember, no matter which corner of the virtual realm you hail from, you are all cherished treasures in my eyes. Now, we shall resume our journey into the captivating world of Dwarf Hold Simulator, picking up right where we left off during our previous escapade. I can hardly contain my excitement at the prospect of exploring new depths, discovering hidden riches, and expanding our thriving dwarven community. So fasten your mining helmets, my treasures, and prepare yourself for an unforgettable adventure. I'm eager to catch up with my trusted Pathfinder and her squad. It seems our Pathfinder's Eagle Eye's ability has spotted something rather intriguing. A group of humans nearby. These neutral travelers consist of a human steward, a few hardy human soldiers, and industrious human workers. They appear to be on a mission of expansion or exploration, possibly seeking an alliance with our mighty dwarven clan. As our Pathfinder's squad draws nearer to the human forces, I instruct them to proceed cautiously. Upon being noticed, we receive a message from none other than their leader, the King of Talda himself. He seeks peaceful coexistence, open trade relations, and wishes to establish a non-aggression pact with our very own Stone Keep. This proposal certainly holds promise for prosperity and security, so I wholeheartedly accept his offer. An alliance with the Kingdom of Talda may indeed prove to be a wise decision for both parties. Let us toast to the potential friendship between our two great factions. Time for our Pathfinder and her squad to return to Stonekeep. As they make their way back, I shall switch back to overseeing the day-to-day operations of our bustling dwarf hold. With the possibility of increased trade and potential allies on the horizon, it's essential that we bolster our defenses and enhance our military capabilities. To this end, I have decided to train a contingent of skilled dwarf archers from our barracks. Their prowess with bow and arrow will undoubtedly serve us well in any future encounters. In addition to training our dwarf archers, I believe it's time to invest in the construction of a dedicated workshop within Stonekeep. This facility will allow us to develop and produce advanced siege weapons when the need arises. Furthermore, I shall initiate research into the cannon manual, ensuring that we possess the knowledge necessary to construct formidable cannons in the future. By staying ahead of the curve in terms of technology and weaponry, we fortify our position as a force to be reckoned with among the various factions in this vast and ever-changing world. A distressing report has reached me from our watchtower. It appears that a warband of hostile Fire Fang tribe orcs has been detected lurking near Stonekeep's borders. My Pathfinder's forces are still quite some distance away, leaving us with limited options for immediate defense. Within Stonekeep, we currently have Senator's squad of resilient miners at the watchtower and a single devout cleric in Stonekeep. While these brave souls are more than capable individuals, they may struggle against a full-scale orcish assault. In light of this new information, I must carefully assess the strength and intentions of our unwelcome visitors. Upon further examination, it becomes apparent that this orc warband consists primarily of skilled assassins and nimble goblin wolf riders, geared towards swift hit-and-run tactics. It would seem that they aim to exploit any perceived weaknesses in our defenses for easy pickings. Our watchtower, however, proves to be a formidable deterrent, effectively deterring the orcs from launching a direct attack. Fortunately, they remain unaware of the absence of archers stationed within the tower. For now, let us hope that their curiosity does not lead them to probe deeper into our defenses. I breathe a sigh of relief as the orc warband retreats without attempting to assail our watchtower. Our courageous senator and his band of miners remain safe for now. Returning my focus to Stonekeep, I am pleased to see that one of our newly trained archers has completed their training at the barracks. It's high time we bolstered our defenses by training additional archers to garrison in the watchtower. This strategic placement will ensure that any future threats are met with a strong and decisive response. With the return of our Pathfinder's squad, I decide that it's crucial for them to rest and recuperate after their long journey. Our trusty dwarf cleric will tend to their wounds and provide much-needed healing magic. Excitement fills the air as I receive news of a truly remarkable development. One of our own, a talented dwarf named Numi, has been selected to assume the pivotal role of master mechanic. With exceptional skills in engineering, Numi promises to be an indispensable asset to our endeavors. As the master mechanic, Numi can enhance the potency of our siege weapons. Furthermore, this invaluable individual can expertly operate and command siege weapons directly from our workshop, making them an absolute necessity when leading artillery into battle. Well, treasures, it's with a heavy heart that I must bid you farewell for now. Our adventure in Dwarf Hold Simulator has been nothing short of exhilarating, and I am ever so grateful for your company along the way. Remember, my treasures, that even though the screen separates us, our connection remains as strong as ever. Until next time, treasures, stay adventurous, and remember, never underestimate the power of friendship, determination, and laughter. So long for now, and happy dwarvening!
I don't like anyone better than you.
are my citadel, you are my wishing well, my baby blow.